Master Wallace, could you just start by introducing yourself and your school, please?
Hey Neil, absolutely. We've been in business about 10 years, but we opened this location about 4 years ago. We've been kind of struggling. We had built ourselves up to about 110 students, which we were happy with at the time, and then COVID hit, and we lost 50% of our business, actually more. But we were able to maintain about 50 people by going to online training, and that kept us going until we were able to move back into our facility and get rolling again. I'm always looking for good marketing opportunities, and I found one or two that were helping us out, and we were able to get ourselves back up to about 110, 120 people. And at that point, I really felt like they weren't performing on a regular basis. They would be good for 4 or 5 weeks, and then they kind of drop off. And so I saw your ad and decided I'd take a shot with you, and been very, very happy with my decision.
Thanks, I appreciate it. And yeah, and so like before we started working together, yeah, things were kind of moving along, but not kind of as fast as you wanted. And how did things change then after we started working with you?
Well, after we started working together, it changed very quickly and very strong. Um, I started getting, I think in the first month, I had 200 leads, which is just an incredible amount to try and handle as a solo manager owner. Um, so I was really concerned that you had just blown us up, and we were gonna capsize the ship, I guess. But really fantastic responses. About half of those leads were set up for an appointment, and about half of them showed. And of those that showed, we closed quite a few and ended up adding about 35, 40 people our first month. So really, really a strong showing. At this point, we've been about 2 months into it, and I think I can show you here, Neil. Um, so far, let me see if I can get that to show. It's 456 leads have have come into us over the last 2 months. So you've really done an outstanding job driving the traffic to us, um, following up. You guys do an incredible job with helping me when I can't get to the leads. You guys have been able to assist in that process. And at this point, I'm at 207 people. So my goal was to get to 175. We've blown through that, and we just keep on rolling. So at this point, I'm probably going to have to hire some people. Number one, I'm going to need another master in here. We teach Taekwondo, and going to need somebody to help me handle the leads, because they all come in for a 3-week trial with us, and at the end of the 3-week trial, we've got to pull them aside and sign them up. That's obviously the critical part, is having a full paying customer. So I'm trying to handle that, and I want to bring in a new person just to handle the appointments that you guys are setting for us. And hopefully that'll get us able to close even more.
Yep, sounds good. And you're saying you're even thinking you might need to move to a bigger location and things like that to deal with it.
Neil, if it keeps going like this, I've got to do something. I've talked to my landlord, and there's 2,000 square feet next door to me, and I'm probably going to be taking that from him, and that'll give us the room to get up to about 300 people. With the way you're going, that'll only take us another 5, 6 months. So I'll tell you, incredible. I've never had marketing as effective as what you've done for me.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate the kind words. And I remember I think it was the first few weeks we were working together, and yeah, the leads were just coming in and the bookings coming in so fast and things like that. And I called you, I was saying, do you want to slow things down and things like that? So yeah, yeah, we kind of, I remember that phone call, and you were kind of thinking like, because your area, the population of your area is not that big, is it?
Yeah, that's a great point, Neil. No, we're a city of about 28,000 people. They claim it's 50,000, but most of them are snowbirds. We're in Florida,
Okay.
in the U.S. And as a consequence, there are people who live down here half the year and then go back up to Canada the rest of the year. So it's really very small town. And I didn't think that we would end up anywhere near the volume that you've been able to produce for us. And initially, you're absolutely right. I was overwhelmed with leads and appointments. I just couldn't handle it. So we asked you to slow it down a little bit. We backed up on our Facebook advertising, so it cost me even less. And then in addition to that, we raised the price. I was doing my 3 weeks for free, and now we charge $29 just so they have a little skin in the game. And it slowed it down just a little bit, but it was enough that I could finally get a hold of it.
Yeah, that's it. And that's like I said, like what we like to do is work very closely with our schools so that, you know, we want to have kind of an ongoing relationship with our schools, not just working for a month or two and, you know, just move on to the next one. We want to, we have, that's, I think, the key to our business, having really good communication and being able to slow things down and speed things up as you need it, you know? So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and it's been great. And you know, I was kind of torn between slowing down the marketing or hiring some people to help support this. And the side we came out on was hiring the people to support it. You know, right now everything's hitting on really 12 cylinders instead of 8, but we want to take advantage of it, grow as quickly as possible, and then hopefully keep you guys in the loop with just maintaining our dropout rate.
Yeah.
You know, usually we lose anywhere from 8 to 15 a month with the volume that we're at now. So I think we can easily pull 8 to 15 a month with just some consistent advertising through Madscope.
Yep, that's it. And that's, like I said, like we, because of our ongoing communication, we can always yeah, make any kind of adjustments you need to work on that. And just finally, for anybody who's kind of on the fence about working with us and, you know, hasn't made that decision yet, what would you say? Would you recommend them to, or recommend us to them? I mean,
Yeah, I mean that really goes without saying, Neil. Anybody who can take my business from 125 to 202 months is doing something right. So we would highly recommend Madscope and Neil to anybody who's interested, or if you're on the fence, get off the fence, get out there and do some business, because it's really made a thriving difference for us.
thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And I'm really looking forward to helping you grow your school even further and growing the new location. Thank you.
Thanks, Neil.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.